Representative Maxine Waters calls for using the 25th Amendment to find out what's wrong with Donald Trump. Representative Maxine Waters, Democrat, California, called for the 25th Amendment to the Constitution to be used against President Donald Trump on Friday, suggesting he was unfit during a discussion about his removal of Lisa Cook from the Federal Reserve's Board of Governors. It is time to call for Article Amendment 25 of the Constitution of the United States of America to determine his unfitness, to determine that something's wrong with this president. And I would suggest that we move very aggressively to talk about the danger to this country and to our democracy and not play around with this, because this is absolutely one of the most destructive things that this president could do, Waters said during an appearance on MSNBC's The Weeknight. Trump removed Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook on Monday, alleging she misrepresented mortgage information. This stands to basically upend the entire economy. This stands to really deal with what is going to happen on Wall Street, what's going to happen with interest rates, what's going to happen with the President of the United States being able to make decisions that he will personally benefit from. And so the world, and certainly the United States, should be watching this very closely. As far as I'm concerned, we have to move very aggressively. It is not about lingering and trying to think that maybe the courts will help us, Waters said on MSNBC. Cook sued Trump on Thursday, arguing that the president had not met the standard of a removal for cause and requesting a restraining order to allow her to remain on the Federal Reserve. The case is likely headed to the Supreme Court and marks a major escalation in the growing clash between the White House and the Federal Reserve. MSNBC host Simone Sanders Townsend asked Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Democrat, Florida, for her take after Waters called for the 25th Amendment during the panel discussion. I think it's jarring to hear Congresswoman Waters say it's time for the 25th Amendment. But I mean, presidents have been impeached for much less, Sanders said. Wasserman Schultz argued that Trump wanted to fire Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. Donald Trump's real preference is to fire Jerome Powell, but he knows that that's a bridge too far. So what he's doing instead is, he's taking a monkey wrench, and he's going to go in and try to meddle with the component parts of the Federal Reserve by trying to fire Lisa Cook on something that was maintained in the court case today that she's not even being investigated for. By the way, the so-called fraud that she is being accused of, she didn't even get preferred interest rates on any of the mortgages that she obtained, which demonstrates that she didn't break the law. It's preposterous, Wasserman Schultz said. Fox News Digital reached out to the White House for comment. Fox News' Amanda Macias contributed to this report.